Hello, everyone. Today we are discussing Unit 4, which deals with diversity, cultural understanding, and global awareness. As we research and collaborate about the different ways that we can implement educating our learners and preparing them to become good digital citizens that utilize technology in a safe and ethical manner. We also have to recognize that most of our learners do not learn and progress in the same way. In fact, most of our learners come from very different cultures, different backgrounds. They behave differently, dress differently, as well as have very different characteristics about themselves. With this in mind, how do we ensure that we are teaching our learners in the learning environment and providing as much diversity for our learners to succeed? At one time, it was very normal for folks to avoid someone who was not like them or a part of their circle. But today, diversity and cultural understanding is very unavoidable, especially in the learning environment. So how do we educate our learners on diversity and provide global awareness in the learning environment? Some of the areas that we're going to discuss deal with different challenges that we have in focusing on global awareness and cultural understanding and diversity. So one thing to look at is learner variability, which focuses on there are many unique ways that students can learn. And we have to implement those unique patterns in order to help all of our learners be successful. Language skills. Do any of our learners have any language barriers or difficult relating to the English language? How is their technology off-site? Do all of our learners have access to technology outside of school, as well as personal situations that our learners face? We may have students that have major issues at home that can hinder their success in learning or achieving their degree, or maybe some of our students are even homeless. This last month and a half has been very challenging, and many of us have had to create and provide some diverse learning opportunities in order to see our students succeed the rest of this spring semester. We have become more knowledgeable about our learners' culture, as well as the many challenges that may be hindering them because of this global pandemic called COVID-19. We've had a very short window to do this, as far as having to reach out to our learners and see what type of capabilities did they have in order to try and complete the remainder of this semester remotely. After a couple of weeks, we realized that if we didn't go beyond the call of duty to provide many diverse ways and have cultural understanding for what our learners were going through this global pandemic, then many of our learners were going to fail, withdraw, become very discouraged, or we'd have an enormous amount of incompletes this semester. We learned quickly that one strategy did not meet the needs of all learners. It may have seemed at first that, hey, if we got a webcam and a learning management system, that was going to be a perfect solution, but we realized that at least probably 20 to 50% of our learners didn't have computers or internet access at home in order to successfully complete their courses remotely. So some of the diverse things that came about was being able to do phone conversations with some of these learners, put things in the mail and receive things in the mail in order for assignments to be completed and work to be turned in. So whether this diversity that we've been implementing more than the normal way that we have been doing things before COVID-19, whether this is going to be the new normal for a while or we'll be able to, one day go back to the regular normal, we have to continually explore and research ways that we can improve diversity, cultural understanding, and global awareness. Whether it's in a face-to-face course, a remote learning course, a hybrid course, this is going to be an ongoing effort in order to make ourselves aware, as well as our learners aware of cultural diversity and how important it is to respect and embrace, others from different backgrounds and different cultures in diverse settings. I'd like in the discussion that we're going to have for this lesson, if you could please share some of the strategies that you used previously before COVID-19 to provide diversity and global awareness in your learning environment, as well as some of the new strategies you have had to implement since the pandemic. Thank you.